Okay, so here's what I want to say is that many people deal with, you have something you want to say, or you want to say no to an invite or an invitation, or you've changed your mind about something, you have to make a choice, and if you may deal with this feeling of like, oh my gosh, but I don't want to hurt feelings, I don't want to offend somebody, and then tell me if you've ever been through this. So instead, you go to the thing you didn't want to go to, or worse, show and then make up some excuse, or some other lie about where you were because you don't want to deal with the hurt feelings or the confrontation, but actually you end up leaving the person like, what happened there, and you don't feel good. Can be this whole vicious cycle. So just know that when you're in your truth and in your heart, that even if it hurts someone's feelings, and a lot of times it's not going to hurt people as much as you think, but even if it does, it is ultimately for their highest truth too, because you honoring you and being in your center and in your presence, and then being present because you want to be present, because you're an absolute yes, that serves the whole world. When you're avoiding because you don't want to hurt someone, well, one, hi, who's there? That keeps you trapped too, right? So that's no good. But actually, when you hold your voice, you're serving everyone. So I want to give you a little example because I had this just recently. I have a really good friend, super conscious guy. We're doing some serious shamanic energy work, considering some collaborations together. And we had a couple of days lined up to do some stuff. And, I decided or chose that based on some things that I wanted to meet one of the 2 days that we were going to meet, but not the second one. And I had my reasons because I had some other priorities, but I felt really nervous about saying what I wanted to say. And it was mainly because I do value the connection and I didn't want to let this person down. But ultimately, I felt like, I value the connection. I'd love to do both days, but really, I'd rather have this other day for this. And so I said what I needed to say, and then he's a very aware person who's like, look, I don't have any judgment, but I'm just going to tell you that I was invited by someone that I really like to go do some things. I said no because I thought that would be rude because we already had plans together. I'm like, oh no, no, he thinks I'm being rude. And I told him, hey, he was like, no, I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Anyway, there was this whole long process, not too long. It was like 20, 30 minutes, a really conscious conversation. But with all those feelings of like, okay, leading up to, do I say this and make this choice? To, yes, I'm going to make this choice, even though it's kind of last minute. And then the uncomfortable feelings of, thinking that that he might be upset by my choice, or that it could impact our work, how we're working together, or my integrity with him, or something. I didn't want to hurt his feelings or put him out or anything. And so luckily I got to express all that, and he expressed everything that was going for him, and we were both like, all right, well, cool, we're going to do tonight. And there was still kind of this little bit like, okay, I'm going to make it through it, own your voice, which I do regularly, but this stuff comes fresh off the press. There are new moments. This is a wild life, and there are new moments, new opportunities daily. Especially if you've got epic people and epic opportunities in your life. And I do feel blessed and humble, grateful that I am surrounded by amazing people with amazing opportunities to connect. So, funny thing though, and this doesn't usually happen, but it did happen right away. And I'm so glad. It was like the universe going, what? See? Follow your truth. Speak your truth. He got an invitation immediately to do something super awesome and super important to him for the exact same time that I canceled. And it was just so validating. Like, look at that. See, look at that. Like, following my inkling, following my truth, trusting that the universe has me, has them, that they're not going to fall apart. Their world isn't that other person. They're not, hinging or hanging on everything that you do. That's kind of ego that makes us think, oh, this one decision is going to wreck this person. For one thing, that's holding them pretty small if you do that, and holding yourself really big. That can be kind of arrogant, and no shame. I do it too. And the other thing is that, you know, they're just as loved. They have just as many resources, and they have their own things to process. And so you being in your truth, number one, that is your responsibility. It is you honed into you knowing who you are, what you're here for, what you like. And if you miss it on the small things, you're going to miss it on the big things. It's in the daily practice of owning those tiny moments that get momentum so that you can own the big ones as well. And also, it is ultimately the best for other people, because you show people how to own their truth, their communication and desire, and then you show up and love them anyway. So you show them it's nothing personal, and also, you know, then what is for you can come to you, and you free up their space so that what can come to them can come to them. All right, love, so much love. Talk to you soon. Bye.